Jacie's biggest challenge in life is making decisions. I have had the fortunate job of making a lot of decisions for the both of us since we were both 7 years old. Now, before I continue, I want to make it perfectly clear. Jacie's trouble with making decisions is not because she's incapable of doing so. She's actually one of the most intelligent people that I know. So this continued until the summer of 2017, when Jacie asked me to set her up with a summer fling. Thus enters Christian.
Jacie, doesn't feel real. Doesn't feel like I'm about to marry the girl who in the summer of 2017 walked into my parents' backyard and I exchanged a small handful of words with over the course of a few hours.
One day while shooting pool, Christian mentioned the name Jacie, and when I saw his smile, I knew she was different.
It was just a few short weeks after that awkward first meeting, I knew we would wind up here today.
But here's the thing, I never had to convince her. Soon after they first met, these two were inseparable and so wrapped up in one another that for the first time in a long time, Jacie never asked me a question about him or her choice of being with him, but rather if this love of obsessive and unwavering compassion was normal.
Just the other day, I stumbled upon a little orange ring made of string. I have no recollection of whether this was a prize from an arcade or a toy from a gumball quarter machine, and I've probably since misplaced it, never to be seen again. What I do remember is when you had stapled this ring to the note reading, "Remember when I gave you your first ring." From that moment on, I was eagerly awaiting my next, slightly more flattering, presumably more expensive, and definitely more permanent ring from you.
From that summer until now, Jacie has decided on you without hesitation. Your respect, love, and consistent presence in her life have made it easy for her to stick with this decision.
Before Christian, I had never thought this is who Jacie's gonna marry. But the second time I met him, I knew she's gonna marry that boy.
When you knelt down and asked me to marry you, my whole life flashed before my eyes. I saw us building up our home, becoming grandparents to all girls, of course, and growing old together on our rocking chair. I was shocked into silence by the possibility of it all, and yet everything inside me just said yes. Our life is a fairy tale, and you are so much more than the man I dreamed of.
Proud is an even better way to describe the feeling. Proud that I am marrying the most beautiful, smartest, kindest, hardest-loving girl in the world. I hope that in the moment when you are standing at the end of the aisle, walking towards me, that we get 1 second to make eye contact and feel like it's just us out there.
Today, my engagement ring will be joined by our wedding band, signifying that I am yours forever. I have and always will be yours. Today, we make it official.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a promise that I shall love you
as a promise that I shall love you
at all times
in all places,
and in all ways,
forever.
forever.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Christian, you may kiss the bride.
Feeling good, looking good, ready for tonight. Know these ladies out here looking oh so right, 'cause it's that kind of night.
I can confidently say there is no one better for Jacie than Christian.
Indeed, she was. She had no problem taking on Christian, whether it's his late night woodworking projects or even a one-on-one wrestling match. When we were growing up, a video games the boys loved to play at sleepovers was called Sumo, and the competition was fierce until Jacie came into the picture. She crushed us all every time.
Jacie's tough. And by that, I don't mean that she has a high tolerance for pain. She does not. Jacie could swipe her shoulder on a flat wall and say, ow, everything hurts, okay? But here's what I mean by tough. When she was little, from the time she was little, if you flicked Jacie, she just looked you in the eyes and flicked you back. If you pinched her, she looked you in with a little smile on her face and pinched you right back.
I'm still in disbelief, but needless to say, she quickly became adopted into the group.
So when I first met Christian, I didn't know him very well at the time. But since Jacie only required a summer fling, I didn't have to be that picky. So people were going for looks here. Here is a glimpse of the synopsis I gave Jacie about this guy. So he's definitely attractive. Relax. He could come off a tad arrogant. But that could mean he's confident or he's compensating for something. Or maybe he's just sure of himself. He's probably just full of it. Jacie, either way, this is a guy worth meeting. As per usual, she trusts me with this decision. We are here today because I set these two up.
When I look back, I see that Jacie has always had a little thing for cops. I really shouldn't be surprised that she ended up with her own.
But how about giving it up for a young man who puts on a uniform and protects and serves every single day?
Jacie, you got the brains, an incredible personality, and never fail to make me feel at home.
Jace, I love you. You're an amazing, amazing girl. I like the guy that you picked so far. That's going to be a constant evaluation. So far, so good.
So here is to making that decision today, tomorrow, and every day to come. I hope you choose each other for the rest of your days. I love you both so much. Cheers.